Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and talking video game consoles. Before the break, we asked you what company makes the best video game consoles. Well, according to you guys, 43% of you thought it was Nintendo. Now for someone I can always trust to add more fuel to any fire, my future baby daddy, Kevin Pereira.
Oh, feel those kicks. Ever since video games emerged from the depths of CD arcades and took up residence in our living rooms, the battle for console supremacy has raged, and this fall, 2 new systems are being released, both claiming to be the greatest ever. But what console, past or present, can really have that title? Today, we're going to find out, kids, in the loop. Joining us from a snowy hilltop in Tibet, my good friend and gaming expert, Sean Baby.
What's up, Pereira?
What's going on, buddy?
It's so cold in Tibet.
Breathe on your hands. Breathe on your hands. In L.A., editorial coordinator from tipsandtricks.com, Abby Heppy is here, and in the G4 Studios X-Play host, and 2 less attractive than me, 3 actually, I think. Adam Sessler is here.
Hello, the number 6.
Good to see you, number 9. All right, let's get this debate started. Thank you for joining us, folks, in the loop. Sean, if you can brave the icy chill for 1 second. You've owned pretty much every console there is to own. Of course, you must have a favorite from along the way. What is it and why?
I'm going to say Game Boy Advance. It has great exclusive games like Advance Wars and Mega Man Battle Network 3, and all the greatest hits from Nintendo and Super Nintendo, like Super Mario Bros. 3, River City Ransom, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Now, why would you go with the Game Boy Advance and not like a DS or a DS Lite, which can play those games?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but the GBA, you can like fit it in one little pocket. It's a great system.
That is true, and you like them tiny because it makes you look bigger, right?
Exactly, I look huge.
Now, Abby,
what's up, Sherpa Mike?
Abby, are you gonna cop out and go with SNES like everybody else is?
No,
that's a big Nintendo fan.
No, you're thinking. I was thinking maybe the SNES, but I'm going with the Dreamcast.
That's
all the way.
Girl, yeah.
And I even thought about the DS Lite because unlike Sean, I like things that are backlit and I can actually see when I'm playing them.
Sean?
I think she's right.
Yeah,
I'm right.
Hard to see the screen in the Himalayas, apparently. So we got a Dreamcast there. I agree, it's one of my favorites. But Adam, you've played everything there is to play. I mean, what is it for you?
Actually, I was thinking about this. It was one of those rare moments when I do that, and I went with the N64. I know it had a lot of terrible games, and a lot of people didn't buy it, but if you think about it, it had Mario 64, it had Ocarina of Time, and it had GoldenEye, which I think are 3 of the most influential games to be released on the console.
I just thought you were going to sit up there for like 5 minutes and go, GoldenEye, GoldenEye, GoldenEye.
No, actually, I personally don't like GoldenEye, but I would have to say so many other games have aped what GoldenEye did with its reasons to play it over and over again. The mere fact that it was actually a successful first-person shooter on a console, which before then seemed like an impossibility.
So you like the system and not even the best game for it.
But nonetheless, if we're saying the best console of all time, look at how many times those 3 games have attempted to be imitated on many other consoles, usually mostly unsuccessfully, especially on the PlayStation.
Now, but Sean said there, you like the console, but for 2 games.
For 2 games, dude.
There are actually other consoles I personally like better, but as to be the best console in terms of its impact on the gaming industry, I would go with the N64.
Well, if we're doing it that way, I think Nintendo is the one to go with, the 8-bit. I mean, that saved the video game industry, period.
Yeah, they really had one big game that were then sort of, imitated over and over. 2 big games, excuse me. There was Zelda and there was Mario.
Mm-hmm. And Metroid?
Yeah, it was Metroid.
They didn't make a Metroid for the N64.
No, they didn't. I'm glad they didn't, because it would look really ugly.
Now, how do you define the ultimate console there here? And then, Sean, you went handheld, so it's probably not about power for you necessarily?
Oh, I like the timelessness of the good games, like Super Mario Bros. 3. It'll never be a better game. You can't make that game better with better graphics. All you can do is add more to it. And the fact you can take it anywhere, that also helps.
So, Abby, is it not about graphics for you as well, or is it about a nostalgia factor? Because the Dreamcast really didn't have that nostalgia. There was no Alex Kidd in Wonderland.
No, and, but the Dreamcast, aside from having great games, it had a Windows browser. I mean, I can go on the internet for my Dreamcast. I can pick that up for like $30 now.
Still can't do that.
An hour and a half.
You got the VMU. Unfortunately, you didn't have the blast processing from the Sega Genesis, and thanks to 5 people that probably got that. But and I think it has all the features. I think all the features that I think current consoles want. It all came together in the Dreamcast.
That's true.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I understand there was a lot of emotion wrapped up with the Dreamcast. It kind of drank its hemlock a little bit young, and now we call it a martyr. But really, it was kind of withering on the vine there towards the later part of its second year. And really, it had all these neat things. The VMU, what did I use it for? I just used it to distract myself during load time.
It was an excuse to buy watch batteries from Walgreens, I think.
I think
And now I just rattled them in my hand and played dice.
But what about being able to take a console online with a modem and play some Choo Choo Rocket or chat with people online? Wasn't that cool? A cool first for a console, Adam?
Phantasy Star Online.
Yes, and Choo Choo Rocket was seminal in that it was called Choo Choo Rocket.
All right.
That's a great name.
Sean, looking forward, do you think that the Wii or the PlayStation 3 will usurp any of these consoles that we've said and become the best of the best?
I don't think you're ever going to top Final Fight Mario 3. I think great new graphics. I think movies and games are going to come together to form a whole new thing that will never be as good as games used to be.
All right, he's happy with 2D. Everybody, thank you for joining us in the Loop this fall. The debate gets even more complicated with the release of the PlayStation 3 and the Wii, but for right now, again, huge thanks to Sean, Abby, and Adam for keeping us in the loop. It was a pleasure. Now, Olivia, honestly, there's really no use in hiding. I mean, they know you're here.
Well, I'm just standing here. I think it's kind of obvious I'm not really hiding. Okay, coming up, I'm showing you Stuff Magazine and My Stuff, too, when we examine the features of My Rack. And we have more Comic-Con hopefuls for the official King and Queen. We'll be back and better than ever. That's my rack. Are you fans? Oh, thanks.